So I'm in Nizhny Novgorod. Most people take the sleeper train from Kazan directly across to Moscow, but I decided to get off in Nizhny Novgorod because this is another big city, and the high-speed trains only come as far as Nizhny Novgorod anyway. They don't go all the way to Kazan, so it makes sense to get off here and switch trains and check out what the things that they're here to see. So there's a Kremlin I'm just walking down to, so we're just going to explore and look at the sights of Nizhny Novgorod. Okay, so we arrived in Nizhny Novgorod, and the first thing I want to do is leave my luggage here so I don't have to lug it around, because I have an 8-hour layover here. So let me figure this out and we'll be on our way.
Внимание, встречающие пригородный электропоезд с сообщением Керженец, Нижний Новгород, прибыл на 8-й путь. Платформа номер 2.
Looks like it's locked.
Пригородный электропоезд.
Okay, here is one metro token for 28 rubles, so I have to go in. Let's hope it's not a scary deep escalator. Thank you, it's not terrifying. I can walk down. Okay, so I'm doing this left one to Gorokhovskaya. I'm in Nizhny Novgorod. I'm trying to figure out my walking route to get to the Kremlin. So here I am lost. I'm trying to... I found it. So this is the big park and the metro comes out at one corner. So you come through the park and then this is the start of the pedestrian street after this bus that's blocking the view. So now I just basically walk all the way to the Kremlin. Okay, now I know where I'm going, so I just follow the yellow brick road all the way to the Kremlin. I think you can see the red thing down at the end. This looks quite elaborate. I don't know what it is. Maybe a theatre. It's probably written up there if I could read Russian. Okay, people are going in, so maybe it's the town hall. Yeah, it's the Central Board for Volgo-Vyatsky region, so this is like municipal office, so let's take a look. Here's the Opera House, just coming up to the Kremlin. I had to put my earmuffs on, it's cold. Okay, I just came in, and there's the map, so I'm going to figure out what to do. Okay, all of the entrances have an arrow pointing in, so I don't actually know where I am. Okay, I figured it out. So you can walk around, but these are all offices. So basically you can only go in the church in the middle. So I guess that's where I'm heading. There's the church, and this is basically all administration stuff. So I guess that's why people don't come to Nizhny Novgorod, that they just stay on the train and go all the way to Moscow. There isn't really much to do here. Anyway, we'll just continue exploring. There's the eternal flame and a span across the river. There is a ferry that runs across, but I'm not doing that. There's some big cathedral there that looks nice, but again, I can't get to it. Right, here's a bit of a span. So is it worth coming to Nizhny Novgorod? I don't know. I mean, there isn't that much to do, but I mean, at least it gives you some variety. And again, like, this is the only place to get the high-speed train to Moscow, so it is worth possibly, you know, switching trains here and doing a short layover. I've got about 8 hours, which is probably too long. Maybe I was a bit overly ambitious in what there was to do here. So I have to continue killing the rest of the day. Okay, so I came out because I could see these gold rooftops from the fortress, so I came down to explore this. Then I remembered there is this big staircase that leads down, so I have to find that staircase as well. Is that an old Toronto streetcar that got resold? Okay, so it does pick up a bit when you come outside the fortress walls. So there's that statue, cathedral, and then there's another church there, and then I saw another church, and then there's another pedestrian area. So there is a bit more to explore. Okay, so here is the staircase, and unfortunately I have to climb all the way back up. We're just heading to the Mosque of Nizhny Novgorod, and it's actually on the tourist map, which is good. I'm showing you there as well. So it's just a long walk down this street. So we've arrived at the Mosque of Nizhny Novgorod, a bit of legwork getting here. So I'm gonna go and check out inside now. Hi, so just a quick addendum, was Nizhny Novgorod worth it? So the reason that I did it was to break up the train journey from Kazan to Moscow. If I went direct, that's too long of a train journey. And the high-speed lines come as far as Nizhny Novgorod, so you have more train options from Nizhny Novgorod. So as you can see here, I'm in a business class train, and there's two seats in here. I got an ensuite shower here, you know, so it was worth switching trains at Nizhny Novgorod. So was Nizhny Novgorod worth it? So the metro was quite good. The pedestrian street to get to the citadel was good. The citadel was okay. I mean, it had nice fortress walls. You can walk around in the inside, but you can't really go inside anything except for the church. They had that big staircase going down, so that was actually quite nice. That was similar to the one in Odessa, but the one in Odessa was an industrial port, so there was like nothing to see when you go down there. It's just unfortunate about the rain that moved in. There was luggage storage things at the train station, so it was easy for me to just leave my luggage at the station and go walking around. So it's really up to you if you want to do, you know, a stopover in Nizhny Novgorod, but it is at least worth changing trains, because as you can see here, this is a big difference from the train from Kazan when there were 4 of us in the room. My only issue is I think they put me on the wrong bunk. I asked for the top and they put me on the bottom, so we'll just see if I have a roommate or not. Anyway, thanks for watching, and continue the journey with the rest of my trip to Russia. Thanks. Hope you've enjoyed the Russia travel series. Remember to subscribe to my channel to check out more of my videos.